welcome to In Conversation. Our guest today is Ileana Citaristi. Of Italian origin, she traveled almost 7,000 kilometers to pursue her inner calling and made India her home. She is an eminent Odissi and Chhau dancer, author, and recipient of India's civilian honor, the Padma Shri. Before we begin our conversation, here's a brief introduction. From assimilating diverse cultures to giving physical expression to philosophy. For Ileana Citaristi, dance is a medium to innovate and speak her mind. Of Italian origin, her interest in Eastern thought made her pursue doctorate in philosophy, and she did her thesis on psychoanalysis and Eastern thought. This was instrumental in drawing her closer to Eastern cultures. In 1979, she finally moved from Italy, where she had trained in traditional and experimental theatre, to India. In India, she was trained in Odissi dance by legendary exponent Kelucharan Mahapatra. She also trained in Mayurbhanji Chhau under the guidance of Guru Sri Hari Nayak. An eminent dancer and choreographer, Ileana uses innovative concepts while choreographing Odissi and Chhau dances. She writes and researches on Odia culture, organizes dance festivals, trains students, and has been widely recognized for her contributions to dance and choreography by the Government of India and across the world. Welcome, Dr. Citaristi, to Doordarshan.
Hello, namaskar.
From doing traditional and experimental theatre in Europe to learning traditional dances in India, what led to that journey?
Yeah, that was in fact my starting point, since I was doing theatre, traditional theatre first, then physical theatre, searching for a body expression. So during those years, I came to know about Indian dance through a Kathakali demonstration, which one of the Kathakali guru from Kerala did in my own town in Bergamo, and then it was a revelation for me, because I was searching for a grammar of the body, and there I came to know that such a systematic grammar was there, and so I asked if I could come and learn a little bit of these movements. And then, when I came back the next year, and I did a little bit of Odissi, thinking again to utilize those movements for my theatre, then it just happened that it didn't end there, and it continued, and it's still continuing.
From taking birth in one culture and exploring another, that's quite a shift, one would imagine. What made you decide to stay here in India?
No, it didn't. I mean, there was no any particular decision which I took. It got decided on its own. I came for a year, and I thought, as I said, I thought that I'll be learning some movement and go back and utilizing this movement for my theatre work. But then once I started to learn from Guruji, my guru Padma Vibhusana Kelucharan Mohapatra, then it didn't end. So everything was to be learned. There was so much to learn and so much to discover, and so I just got trapped inside all this beautiful cultural world.
So then how did your family, friends and associates back in Italy react to your decision of making India your home?
I didn't ask anybody's permission, and when I came on my own. I had to show, to demonstrate that this was my what I was searching for, and I found it finally. Found it. So when my parents came after 1.5 years, just to find out what was happening to me, because I was not going back, so they found me totally changed. While in Italy, I was always rebelling and refusing and boycotting everything, whatever it was imposed on me. And I was a hippie belonging to the feminist world, and I was traveling by hitchhiking, always trying something new. So here, when they came and saw me, and they met my guru, and they found me totally at peace with myself. So it was a reconciliation with them. And with the friends, when I went back after 5 years of this, after I was here for 5 years, I went back for the first time, and they saw me totally as I am now, with my new identity as a dancer, and willing and very happy to be able to share whatever I had learned all those years. And so it was just nobody questioned anymore. Maybe I was just enough convincing as I was.
Okay. And you did your doctorate in philosophy on psychoanalysis and Eastern mythology in Italy. Tell us about that.
That was important because, see, when I was in Italy, I was pursuing theater, which was a sort of physical expression. And I was also pursuing the philosophical studies. And through philosophy, I came to approach the Eastern thought, Indian, Chinese, Japanese, ancient philosophy. So that was a bridge with the East. And the study of Carl Gustav Jung, who is the psychoanalyst on whom I did the thesis, he opened me the doors of this different way of thinking and different way of attitude towards life. So the thing is that both the roots, the physical work in theater and the philosophical studies were running parallel. So when I came to India, these two got together, and it was a synthesis, because the Indian dance, it's not just a physical expression, but also you are involved mentally, spiritually. So I could research and do all my philosophical search and express it through the body. So whatever it had remained separated in Italy, here it had the chances to be united. And I think that is why this was my destination, and it became actually my destination.
Your autobiography, My Journey, A Tale of Two Births, was released in April 2015. The title itself suggests that you see yourself as having taken two births. Is one Ileana so different from the other that you say that you've taken birth twice?
No, it's the same, of course. You can't have really two personalities in one life. But it's a continuation, and it has been many other things have come in between, and it has become more mature. And of course, and the person who was searching and was always unsatisfied of what she was doing, it became a person who found a way, found a form of expression, found its own creative output. And and then of course many changes happen, because also with the with the age, and because you become more mature, and because many things mellow down with the passing of time, which I would have been in any case. But yeah, but India gave me a lot, of course, and I'm very grateful to all so many people. I don't think I'll be able to repay in any case, especially in my first years when I was in Cuttack. I was really loved and welcomed in so many houses, and nobody asked, nobody questioned anything. They just were happy that I was part of them, that I learned their language, and so I was accepted so well. So that was important. Apart from having found the guru and having found the artistic expression, but also the acceptance from the people became very determinant for me continuing to stay here.
And you did extensive research on Odia culture, Odissi and Chhau dances. What is it that you hold the most dear to your heart among them?
All of them has been very important because this culture has so many aspects. So the fact that I started to learn Chhau also brought me to visit a different section of the people and the history of this region, and to have it, apart from having a different sort of movements in my vocabulary, but also through the Chhau, I could approach also all the story of the Paiko, the martial soldier of Orissa, which are so important in the evolution of this history. And then, of course, Odissi brought me to all the Jagannath cult. So the history of Odissi brought me to discover about all the beautiful poems, literature, Vaishnavism, the philosophy behind it, and all the Devadasi tradition. So that also was one of my first research. So as I said, this dance opened me the door for a lot of research also, which is important for me because I was a student of philosophy. So probably only the physical expression would not have been enough, but because it's complemented by all this research, so it becomes more complete and more satisfying for me.
How does an art form play a role in blending two cultures that are totally different from each other?
Many of the topics and the research which I was interested in before coming here, they got assimilated in my creative work here. So suppose my first, for example, my first choreography was on a Greek myth from Ovid, Metamorphosis. It's a story of Hippo and Narcissus. And to visualize that, I use the technique of Chhau dance by expanding the style also. So whatever traditional I have inherited from the guru, but I also utilize and expanded the style to suit to the theme which I wanted to portray. And in Odissi also I did, not in Chhau, apart from this Greek myth also, I choreograph on yin and yang of the Chinese philosophy, or on the, one item was called the journey, and it was on the haiku, Japanese poetry. So all these were part of my interest, which were before coming to India. So it was a continuation in a way. And in Odissi, for example, I'm very interested in abstract idea, concept, philosophical. So many a time I start from a philosophical concept and then create a narrative around it. So for example, I did one composition on Maya, on the concept of Maya, Maya Darpana, and one choreography on the concept of Kala, on the concept of time. Then one inspired by Mother Teresa life, and then the compassion, Karuna. So I start from concepts usually, and then create a narrative by doing a lot of research on it, and then go to the visualization through dance. So this is how the two cultures in a way got assimilated, because it is a continuation, but the form of expression is totally different.
That's really very creative and very innovative. You've been out of the box in your approach, like you just told us, in your Odissi and Chhau dance choreographies. But you did not limit yourself to that, because you thought out of the box and your concepts were very innovative, even when it came to organizing festivals like the Kalinga Mahotsav, for instance. Tell us about that.
I went from the Chhau. I wanted to know from where this Chhau, this martial art, originated. So I came to know about the Paiko, the martial artist, the martial soldier of Odisha. So so then I became interested because I saw that the skill of this people are so much, and is so great, and so I thought that this martial arts is very important for us also classical dancer, because many movements, many choreographic patterns are already there in their in the way they play, and so a lot of so I became interested to find out how many of these martial arts were there in India, and what kind of choreography could be done based on these martial art techniques. When I proposed this festival to the tourism department, they accepted, and it was organized in on the top of the hill where stupa is there, just on the outskirts of Bhubaneswar. And so every year we were inviting these martial artists from Kerala, from Manipur, from Punjab, from Tamil Nadu, and also creative and modern contemporary artists who would base their choreography on the martial art. So this was a concept which it went on from 2002. It is still running, it is still continuing.
Different people approach their art in different ways. Some see it as plain art, some see it as a form of meditation, some see it as a way of worship. What meaning do you draw from your art?
For me, dance is everything. I mean, it's my meditation, it's my sadhana, it's my commitment, it's my life, it's my form of worship. I don't do any other rituals along with that. That itself is my ritual. And dance teaches a lot of discipline, and this is what gives a certain balance in your life. And so I need to do dance every day, and this is my commitment. And so for me, everything revolves around dance. So even if I am to express something, suppose there are certain things of the modern world which I would like to react to, or they are particularly impressing on me, and all these things I would react through dance. Like my last choreography, it was on refugee, and refugee was a topic which was, of course, still very much there, and it was in all the newspaper, the vision and the images of these people, the migrants that are leaving their house, their home, and their land, and they don't know where they are going to be, and they are rejected, they are not allowed to cross the borders. So there is these capsized boats in the sea, and so all this again it came through with the form of choreography. So my reaction to whatever it is there, it's through dance. So it's my full form of expression, and it is what I was searching, and I found finally here in Odisha.
You say your life revolves around art and dance. With what vision was Art Vision founded by you in 1996, and has that objective been achieved?
See, there are two different objectives through Art Vision. I had just done my first choreography in Odissi, Maya Darpana, but I didn't have my own dance at that time when I did it in '95, and I worked with the dancer of one of my colleagues. So then I realized that if I wanted to continue to choreograph, I needed to grow my own students. And so I started this dance school. Now it is 25 years is running. And then another reason is also that having learned in such a detail from my own guru, I felt that the responsibility and the mission to transfer his composition and his vision to the next generation. Since I was so lucky to have spent more than 20 years with him, and to have gone into very details of his style and his knowledge and his compositions. So I wanted to pass it on to the new generation, to the next generation. And then moreover also with the possibility to organize the festival, like one is the Kalanga Mahotsav, but also other festivals like, for example, Sangam. Sangam is a meeting of two styles of dance, which I organize every year in September. And for that occasion, I invite a dance group from another style, and I present a new choreography every year in Odissi. So, these are the different reasons how the art vision is. So this year we are actually celebrating the 25th year.
You've been recognized the world over. In India, you were conferred with the Padma Shri. You became the first dancer of foreign origin to be conferred with that civilian honor. Do these recognitions further contribute to your zeal and further make you work for the love of art?
Yeah, of course. I mean, all of us artists are going through different phases. Sometimes you are a little bit disappointed, a little bit depressed, a little bit, then you become excited again. So all these up and downs are going on. So whenever a recognition comes, it's always a big push I mean, you're happy that your work is recognized. After all of us wants to be seen and want to be appreciated. So. But I should say that, of course, the Padma Shri was the most memorable experience. But also many smaller awards which I'm getting, especially here in Orissa, are very much welcome and very much, I mean, I'm very happy always that people, sometimes it's more difficult to be recognized in your own home than outside. So they give a lot of satisfaction when the love of the people here are shown through this kind of recognition. And I think they are important for all each artist that to know that people appreciate you and you have some value in society and you're contributing something to the welfare of the people.
You say art has given meaning to your life. Your life is all about art and dance. Has it also shaped you as a person?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, all the experiences in life are shaping our personality and our. So, of course, when you asked me the first asked the question that how the Ileana of before is still the same. Naturally, many things are still continuing as I was. But in the course of life, in the course of all this experience here in Odisha, many things in India, many things, of course, are assimilated, and for which I'm very grateful. I learned one of the things I learned, is probably two things I should say. One is to be grateful and to be humble. So this humility and this I learned a lot from my guru, especially, and gratefulness because, as I said, I've received so much from people whom I'll never be able to repay, and they were not even expecting it from me. So just for the sake of, I think for this wonderful sense of hospitality that Indian people has. And this is something that it's really I'll always cherish and appreciate.
Absolutely. So you've been shaped not just as an artist, but also as a human being through these art forms. It was a pleasure, Dr. Citaristi. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Namaskar.